Ọpẹ́ ló yẹ mí, ojoojúmọ́ ni màá ṣọpẹ́ fún ìfẹ́ tèmi. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi olólùfẹ́ mi, ọpẹ́ ló yẹ mí. Diamond girl, African baby, ọpẹ́ ló yẹ mí.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
My name is Ayo.
And I'm Ope.
And together we are called
Ayope.
Let's do it again for emphasis. My name is Ayo. This is Ope. Together we are Ayope. People still make the mistake of calling her Ayo.
Ayo.
And calling me Ope. Whilst I like the name, I still prefer Ayo.
I do actually.
Alright, so welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, welcome back for the first time.
Where have you been? We've been waiting for you.
Simple, we have actually been waiting for you, but we are glad you are here. And just stay with us, because at the end of this video, we have a song for you.
Yes,
alright, so
just for you.
Please subscribe to our channel, alright, and like this video. We are certified marriage and relationship coaches. Been married for 9 amazing years. 9 beautiful years, okay, 9 fantastic years, okay. So yes, we do have our ups and downs, and that's why we come on this channel to literally tell you, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But by the grace of God, we've had more of the good and the beautiful moments. So we come on here to share our experience, you know, from our dating. Authentic experience, you know, experience of our dating relationship, right, through to marriage. Okay, so whether you're single, you're married, you're divorced, or you're in a complicated relationship, right, there's something for you to take out of this channel. We do a lot of coaching, okay, one-to-one coaching, group coaching. All right, so you can reach out to us, coaching at ayopedavis.com, should you desire to come into a coaching relationship with us. All right, so what are we doing today?
The main course, because that was the
that was just the starter. So
the main course, as promised, we told you guys that we're going to be back with the second part of this series, what to do when my parents don't agree with bae, when my parents don't want to see my fiancé,
when your parents say no to your fiance or fiancé, and we established, you know, who the fiance and fiancé is. I think we were not too sure. Okay, but we were right. Okay, so when your parents say, I don't want, I do not agree with this person, my spirit does not go. My spirit does not go with this person.
Which spirit? Is spirit supposed to go?
That's it.
Your spirit's not supposed to leave.
My spirit is not aligning with the spirit of this man or woman that you have brought.
Okay, so which spirit does your spirit align with?
I don't know. First of all, which spirit is in you? So what spirit is actually moving you? Okay, and how do you know what spirit you need to test or check for? You know, if we don't know the spirit that you carry. Yes.
So if you haven't watched the last video, this would be a good time to pause and watch it.
Yeah, so go and watch the part 1, because in that video we laid the foundation.
Exactly.
We talked about so many things, you know, all of the reasons why parents say no, and then we talked about the things that you should not do. All right. So what do we want to do today?
Today we're going to talk about the things that you should do.
Okay. The things that you should do when they say no. So if you now decide, okay, I'm not going to do these things, what then should we do, Ayope? What must you do, right? I believe that at this point, right,
at this juncture,
I believe you need to pray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agree.
Your parents have said no, okay, and your parents have given you the reasons why they have said no, okay. So it is almost a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Then you go back to God in prayer. That first of all, because in the first place, if you had chosen someone and you brought them to your parents, I would like to assume that you had already settled that one with God first, which means God has told you, yes, I approve. Yes, this is your spouse, this is the person that you should get married to. Because if you've not heard from God and you don't have that conviction from the Holy Spirit, then I don't even know why you're arguing with your parents.
It's a no.
Who are telling you we have the conviction. All right, so go back to God in prayer, right? Okay, so if God gives you a vision, He will give the provision. If God has given you an assignment, He would also give you an alignment.
Hey!
So your parents would also need to align, right? So if truly, so you go back to God in prayer, which means, God, you are the one who has told me, and my spouse has also confirmed that we are the bone of the bone and the flesh of the flesh of each other. So, Baba God, right? I commit the heart, because the Bible says the heart of kings are in his hands. So you commit your parents' heart unto the Lord, into the hands of the Lord, like, because if he is the one who has said it, then overnight he can change that decision. He can change your parents' mind. Simple. So instead of going and fighting with your parents, right? Go back to God. Source. Go back to your source. Go back to the person who actually has the final say. You're saying that who has the final say. So Jehovah has the final say, right? So let Jehovah come and, you know, minister to my parents. So that is your prayer. Give us a confirmation. Give them a confirmation. Change their hearts. Let them see things the way you see it, not the way they see it, not even the way I see it, right? So you go back to God in prayer so that that change, that transformation that you want to see, you can see. Because again, God answers prayers.
It's simple. I was going to say that exactly. Don't sleep on it, because the fact remains, God still answers prayers. And you know, sometimes we can think that, oh, this is a little thing. It's not a big deal. It's not, but it actually, it's the... Everything is little to God. So there's no point in us saying, oh, this is a little problem, this is a big problem. Everything is little to God. So you might as well put your petition forward.
Petition to God. Okay? And say, let God speak to them tonight.
For me,
right? And he will speak to them on your behalf.
Yes, right? I love that, baby. I think another one is just how we mentioned earlier, was that we need to present our spouse in a good light. Make them be like in a good light. So basically, just the little things. Oh, mom, Nkechi bought this for you. Whatever mommy wants to do with it, she can do with it. But just know that Nkechi's thinking of you and she bought you this. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be like just small chops. Maybe you know your mom likes certain things. Make sure it looks like your spouse to be the one that bought those certain things.
Exactly. So even if your spouse or your fiance or fiancé did not buy it for them. Yes. Even if it was you that bought it, you make it look like it was them that bought it. You also make them see what they are doing for you. Right? Oh, I like this necklace. Ah, it was Michael that bought it too. Oh. You're so happy these days. Everything is okay. That you can't just, it's Michael. Oh, he did this, he did that. So you are singing their praises, right? And then they're not thinking that, okay, maybe this Michael guy is actually not as bad as we think. Another thing you can do, and again, these things are not in any particular order, right? But what you can do is, so you've spoken to God, okay, and you've asked God to intervene, right? You need to now speak to someone, a human being as well, to help you intervene. What that means is, your parents, they usually have an elder in the family.
Olori-Ebi.
An Olori-Ebi, you know, the Olori-Ebi is the, how do you say, what's the Olori-Ebi?
The elder.
Is the oldest person in the family.
The oldest relation.
The oldest relation or the most respected relation, something like that, right? So that is the Olori-Ebi. So you have to go and greet your Olori-Ebi and the elder in your family, or the elders in your family. You buy them stuff, you greet them, you honor them, do you understand? You give them white envelope, whatever, and say, I've
not brown envelope, white envelope.
White envelope. It can be brown paper bag, innit?
No, brown paper bag. But white envelope is known for the cash, isn't it?
Brown envelope too is cash, no? Anything.
Okay.
So you go and greet them anyways. That's what we're saying, in a nice way, and don't go empty-handed. Take drinks to them, take whatever to them.
Shinap.
And whatever works, you know, according to your culture. And and petition to them and say, this is what I am going through, right? I have found this guy, this person I want to marry, my parents don't agree, blah blah blah. Have a meeting with them. Usually they will even now say, okay, they want to meet this person as well. Then you would also bring that person, let them meet them, okay? And then you let them talk to your parents. Do you understand? So please, can you talk to my parents? So usually it is not a younger sibling.
Yes.
You don't want them to, it's not going to be your dad's younger brother.
Yeah, it has
or
to
your
be someone older that they will respect.
That they would respect.
Listen to.
Exactly. And maybe perhaps your parents are the Olori Ebi, or your parents are the elders in the family. You know, you can now look at your church, okay?
Yeah.
Do your parents have pastors? Do your parents have elders in church, right?
Yeah.
Then you can go to them, okay, to say, please, can you speak to my parents?
On my behalf.
On my behalf, okay? So the whole point is, whilst you've escalated it to Baba God, you also escalate the matter, okay, to the people that Baba God has placed as authorities in your parents' lives or in your family.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that you said that, because that kind of links to my next one. So although that you said that, you know, you can't go to your parents' younger brother or younger sister, I feel like there's certain people in the family that can have your parents' mumu button. Do you get what I mean? That you can, so you have to realize that it's not just, yes, your parents are feeding and talking about it, but there's little pocket, like there's nothing that can happen in my house that Oyin, Ayo, Demi will not know. And I can, in a situation, say, oh, Ayo, go and talk to mom, you know, that is Ayo, my sister. Go and talk to mom, you know, oh, but don't say that I told you. Don't say this, don't say that, you know, and in your family you can go, go and talk to mom, you know. Some people, some children, or even maybe their sister or sibling, like you said, that might be, that has a little bit of influence over them. Yeah. You know, there's always that one child. Let's say there's 4 of you. There's one child that has your mom or dad's mumu button, that if that child says something, your mom and dad will take it into consideration. Yeah,
okay. So speak to the person, and this person could now be a family friend.
Maybe it's not speak to the person, it's even invest in those people as well. So let's say that you are, let's say Harry and Meghan are dating now. And Meghan, even though Harry's mom doesn't like Meghan, Meghan can get close to Harry's sister. And Harry's sister will now speak well of Meghan to the mom, because she has invested in that relationship. She's not saying, okay, the whole family, you guys are just cancelled.
Okay. So that is actually a totally different point entirely now. So look at the family that you can, and invest in a relationship. Develop a relationship with the family members, with the other family members in the family that you want to marry into. So develop a relationship with them, because they would also speak on your behalf.
Exactly. And I think that's what you did. Not that you had issues with my parents, but I feel like you really developed a good relationship with Ayo, especially. So to the point that, like, if you guys are talking, the other day I was like hearing Ayo, I was like, it was in deep conversation. I was like, who is he talking in deep conversation?
So we're cool, innit? And so there's times where, you know, I'm trying to think if there's any time where I've tried to get through to you and I couldn't get through to you and I had to use Ayo. Maybe they have not really had.
But it works the other way, in terms of maybe you're planning something for me, a surprise for me, and you needed that insight.
Needed that insight. So having that ally, right, in that family would actually help your matter.
Exactly.
Okay, so make sure you have an ally in that family. So you have to be good with building relationships. You have to be good with people relations. So don't turn to an Obanje because the parents have said no. You now hate the whole family. You don't want to talk to the siblings.
I'm not even in with them anyway. I'm marrying Tunde and Tunde alone. The rest of them can just get out. Can't koshilo, man.
Can't koshilo. Because whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, when you're marrying one person, you're marrying their family.
This is it.
And this is the mistake that a lot of people make. A lot of people make the mistake of, it is only us that are going to be married anyway. No, I'm sorry, my brother. I'm sorry, my sister. You are marrying a whole family. Yes. Especially if that family is actually a closely knitted family.
And then they all live next to each other.
Exactly. So you're marrying their family. They're going to be a part of your lives forever. Alright? So don't do that. And that's why I said don't do agidi. Don't do I'm stubborn. Don't do I don't need you. Because you actually do need them.
You do.
You know, when the kids start coming, who's going to raise your kids? You think it's just two of you? You need your family.
Even babysitting.
I'm telling you, you need your parents, you need your in-laws, you need your sisters, your sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws. Yeah. You need a whole family to actually raise your own family. You need their family to, otherwise it would be strangers that will be helping you. Exactly. When you have family that can help you. Okay, that's just one of the advantages of actually having family. So don't make the mistake of thinking that I'm by myself. I'm just by myself and it's just two of us. Yeah. All right. I like that one. Nice one. All right. So
it's the first chop knuckle I got to do.
Oh, so you'd always wait for my chop knuckle?
Yes. Okay.
So you've spoken to your pastor. You've spoken to your parents' pastor. You've spoken to the elders. You've spoken to the ally in the family. So if everyone is against your relationship, if everyone is actually saying no, then you have to rethink. Now remember, it is your decision. Okay, but if your parents, after you're asking somebody to speak on your behalf, they have spoken, and then the pastors or spiritual leaders as well have now told you that, listen, what they are seeing is not good. If they have now told you that they don't think this person is best for you, what I'm saying is that if no one else in the circle of everybody that you've spoken to is agreeing with you, then you need to go back again to be sure.
Ooh, so essentially you're saying that
there has to be a witness.
There's smoke to the fire.
There's no smoke without fire.
There's no smoke without fire.
So if everybody, because they won't have planned it together, to say, we don't want this person must not marry, and nobody bribed anybody. So you've spoken to different people, spiritual leaders, pastors, mentors, and counselors, and everybody is saying they don't think this person is the right person for you. Okay, at that point you need to have a rethink,
an assessment.
You need to have an assessment that, do you really want to go into this? Do you really want to go and marry someone that no one else, not your pastor, not your parents' pastors, not your spiritual leaders,
is in support.
Nobody is in support, right? Because it would be a big struggle.
Just to add to that, because if we're now real, marriage in itself brings a lot of issues. Not necessarily problems, issues that you're going to have to address. If not addressed properly, then they will turn to problems. So if you now add this one on top, that now brings an unnecessary strain. And then obviously you've pushed away all the people.
The people that would actually help you solve your problems when you actually get married, okay? Because what you don't want to do in any marriage is now be isolated.
That's it.
And as you said, because you're not an island by yourself, okay? So you don't want to be in any marriage where you're isolated. Exactly. There is a heavy chance of, you know, abuse and so many things can go wrong.
Even depression, because you've got nobody.
Depression, loneliness, anxiety, everything. And you know, there are a lot of mental health issues. You have to still get blessings from your spiritual leaders, right? Because sometimes it is that, okay, dad does not support, but mom supports. Or mom does not support, but dad support. And then sometimes it's both parents that are not in agreement. Exactly, both parents are giving basketballs, okay? Because ultimately, it is possible to go ahead, okay, and get married, okay, without the blessing from your natural biological parents. Of course. But you need to get the blessing from your spiritual parents. Okay, so that is why it is very important to obviously have spiritual parents, have spiritual mentors, because in a situation where mom and dad don't agree, you know, you would get your spiritual mentors, okay, to agree and pray and join you and bless your union. And what we have noticed from situations like this that have happened is, after the marriage has gone ahead, where, you know, children did their best to get through to the parents said no, they did not dishonor the parents, they did not, you know, abuse the parents or insult the parents. They just decided that, okay, you know, this is the person that I have chosen. I'm sorry, daddy. I'm sorry, mommy. I have to obey and follow my heart and follow my dreams.
I really feel the need to say this, that parents, nothing, no one, nowhere should steal your joy. Like, at the end of the day, this is probably the last time you don't know, no one prays to get divorced. So it's probably going to be the only time that they're going to give away your daughter or give away your son, however it works. You should be there.
Exactly. So we've seen some parents say, in as much as I'm not really happy this is the person you're getting married to, they actually honor your wedding invite.
Exactly.
And they actually come to your wedding and obviously show that support. And usually what we've seen in many of these sort of relationships is, you know, if you don't dishonor the parents and you do it the right way, later on the parents will come and still give you the blessings.
Yes.
So the biological parents would actually say, you know what, it's been 5 years, you've been married, you now have 3 children, whatever, and they will come and still bless you and give you those blessings and support you. So I guess the good scenario, okay, or the best case scenario is after you've spoken to all these people, you've spoken to everyone, they speak to your parents change their mind.
Yes.
Okay, and that is the prayer.
That's the best scenario.
That's the best scenario, that okay, I've now done what I need to do, and my parents now agree and say, okay, if that's what you want, then that's fine. You have my blessing. Okay, so what we're saying is that if after you've done all of these things, you still don't have your parents' blessing, okay, then you can proceed to marry as long as you have your spiritual parents' blessing.
Yes, and as long as you're ready for that string.
Yes, and you're ready for that, because it is a little bit tighter. It is a little bit more difficult, right? When you don't have the support from parents and family, all right?
And guys, just to add to that as well, we need to come to terms with the fact that they might not actually be besties. They might not ever accept your spouse.
So, okay, your parents.
Your parents might not ever accept your spouse, but out of the love and respect that they have for you, they have to put in some kind of effort. So you might not get that desired relationship that you want. And I'm talking from both parts, from the child of the parents to the girl or the boy who's their partner. Because also, as a girl or a boy, you want to be received well by your in-laws. You want your mother-in-law to love you like her own child. You want your father-in-law to treat you well, blah, blah, blah. You might not get all of that. It might just be a simple, everybody day their lane. Everybody respect each other. And that is also fine as well, guys. Not every in-law can be your bestie. Not every in-law will have access to you like that. It's okay for the sake of peace and for the sake of maintaining boundaries. It's okay if, you know, at worst, they're just on a high and by
at worst we say hello, we called each other on our birthdays, when we have
status.
WhatsApp status, when we have a party or any ceremony, we invite the in-laws, we're there, we greet each other well, but we don't talk every day, we don't gist, we don't go out together, we don't go on family holiday together, and that is okay as well. So that is just something that if, you know, it has come to that space where, you know, they are not so happy about the decision, but there's still a cordial relationship, a formal relationship, then that is also fine to accept. All right. So I think and I hope that, you know, we've been able to land this well. I hope that we've been able to give you some very practical tips and practical ways to approach this situation. Okay. So if you feel like you need to talk to somebody about it, if you feel like, okay, this actually spoke to you and you want to get some deeper, you know, advice, or if you actually want to learn about how should I relate with my in-laws. So perhaps you're married and you feel like, I'm struggling to build a relationship with my in-laws and I'm trying to break through and everything. You know, there's also things that we can give you. There's coaching, okay, and a program that we can go through with you to actually help you. All right. So without further ado, any more?
I'll do that. That's what I was gonna say.
Without further ado, I think we can close it here. We can close it, draw the curtain.
But open it so that we can sing our welcome song.
So we're just going to sing our welcome song to welcome our new subscribers. All right, just to let you know that God loves you and we love you and we're excited to actually have you. All right. So if you're actually a new subscriber, you know, put it in the comments there. Put it in the comments and say, I'm new to the channel.
So that everyone else can welcome
and
you
let us
as
know,
well.
so that we can welcome you, we can give you puff puff, we can give you jollof rice. We
do the biscuits and tea.
We do biscuits and tea. Right.
Biscuits and tea.
Gone are the days where they give jollof rice now. Is it that churches? Is it because of COVID?
And I prefer
they don't give jollof rice anymore.
I prefer the jollof rice to the yege biscuit that they give.
There was one time where they will now give small chops and everything. They don't give small chops
in a bag, meat pie. Is that why you go to church?
It's just biscuits. It's just biscuits. Okay, we need to speak to the hospitality team. You know, we need jollof rice back in the churches.
Yeah.
All right. So let us sing our welcome song to welcome our new subscribers. 5, 6, 7. We're glad you came. We welcome you. We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey through. You say marriage, faith, and life. We are glad you came. We welcome you. We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey through. Oh, marriage, faith, and life. So marriage, faith, and life say. Marriage, faith, and life. Oh, marriage, faith, and life say. Marriage, faith, and life. Marriage, faith, and life say. Marriage, faith, and life. God bless you guys. Thank you for stopping by. We shall see you in the next video. Bye.